guys and gals, Never here from Drake Queen Gaming, and Stuffy on Twitter, the Gaming Dragon. Today I'm coming back at you with a Let's Play episode of a Wanna Hug That Gator. This is probably going to be a pretty heavy episode, y'all, so buckle in. Let's get started. Alarm chain, you were up, and let's go. Same here. Think it has to do with the office thing? I don't know. Was thinking it was the short day, maybe. That was another thing. I think the entire class realized something was up with how fast class periods were going today. Ah, man. I look at my phone on the floor, the corner of the screen chipped away. Picking it back up before any of my classmates can step on it on their way to lunch. I also just noticed that Ben wasn't here in class either. Hurry up! Short day means lunch is earlier. Heading to lunch, I realize I'm actually not that hungry. Strange, but I guess it's an internal clock thing. I'm just so used to eating at the same time every day. Looks like I'm not the only one, as the usual war zone of the cafeteria is expanded to spill into the surrounding hallways. It's loud enough to even cover up the continued announcements. Reek! Urkel? Thank you. Reek! Mostly. I've gotten pretty good at weaving through the chaos relatively unscathed, but man, these guys have way too much energy. What are they even fighting about? But as always, the table in the back is left alone. Damien is chattering loudly about his day so far to Olivia, who's occasionally poking Liz across the table with a toy claw hand. Liz flails her arms around to shoo away the offending poke, but never bothers to crane her neck down from the rafters. She perks up when she sees me. Yo, it's Inco! Hey, what's going on at Olive Garden today? Whack his noggin. The meter stick falls on my head. Ah! Just a joke, a quip. How long did it take you to come up with that one? It was about 2 in the morning last night. Whack him again. Ow, hey! Best $10 I've ever spent. It looks a little familiar, doesn't it? Yeah? That's what I thought when I saw it. Just like the real one, she'll bully you for saying dumb stuff. Bite me. Oh my god. She makes the head gnaw on my face a little. I'll go sit somewhere else. Do it. I got a new friend right here. Ooh, wow, I have an actual friend that isn't addicted to makeup pheromones. That makes me so happy. Your ventriloquism needs a bit of work. I still think it's a little weird. Well, live a little. So you guys aren't eating either? It's too early. I'll just eat when I get home. The lunch ladies don't really try on half days. Don't they not try normally? The difference makes itself known. I was out for like a week. I'm just gonna steal some of whatever Olivia makes later. Get your own. I've changed my mind. She has too much power. This is great. Olivia reaches over to gnaw on Damien again, and I snatch it out of the air. Ah, no! I aim to hitch it right onto Olivia's snout. Bullseye! It's clamped shut. The evil is defeated! Well, I'm giggling like a schoolgirl. Olivia uses the chance to grab the hand back. Fine. No more claw today. She hastily stuffs the plastic toy in her backpack. After some more small talk, Damien's attention wanders toward Liz, who seems to be lost in thought. Hey, Liz, what's in your head? Huh? Oh, I was just thinking about earlier today. I was talking to Principal Scaler this morning while running some errands for Stuco, and she was really out of it. Out of it? Yeah, like she didn't want to be here today. I tried to pry, but she clammed up. I've never seen her like that before. She must have drank some bad coffee or something. I don't think that makes people sad. I can tell you from experience, it just makes you really have to... Looks like I got a text. Liz pulls out her phone, craning her head down to get a better look at the screen. It's from Ben. Come, having a student council meeting. Huh, normally it's a bit more formal than that, I guess since it's a half day and all. Oh well, duty calls. Sorry for having to leave early, you guys. No worries, Liz, we can meet up after school. Sounds good. I'll see you all later then. What would you guys want to do after school? I don't know, maybe we can hang out at my place. Too cold to get in the pool, but I'm sure we can think of something. I look over at Olivia, who doesn't seem to have any objections to the idea, but no input of her own. Got any ideas, Liv? We could doodle some stuff. Like charades? Yeah, make it into a game of sorts. That sounds pretty fun, actually. Then I can really wipe the floor with Olivia. I'll save your breath, Nito. You know my stuff will own you and your chicken scratch. Want to bet? Ha! That's a sucker bet. Alright then, loser has to pay for food. Deal. We shake hands, making the wager official. Would Olivia Halford please come to the office? Would Olivia Halford please come to the office? Thank you. Reek. The monotone voice of the intercom, combined with the strange atmosphere of the school, is starting to unnerve me. We all look at the Gator girl, who rolls her eyes and starts wheeling away from the table and towards the exit. After she'd left, everyone felt more off. Lunch came to an end and the school day was close to the same. Just a couple more periods before we could hang out somewhere with all the extra free time. I look at Olivia's desk, still empty 5 minutes into Prockling's class. I mean, yeah, she hates this class the most, but it's really become a habit at this point. Second, y'all. Water time. Jump back into it. Okay. I mean, yeah, she hates this class the most, but it's really become a habit at this point. Just like how it's become a habit for me to write an extra set of notes for Olivia. I look at the two mostly blank pages in front of me. Like with our other teachers, I notice something's off with Prockling. She barely says anything, instead just asking us to read the chapter on the Great War. I do as asked, and 5 pages in I can say without a shadow of a doubt that it was the stupidest reason for a world war to break out. A bunch of European countries, unhappy with being ruled by a bunch of other European empires, decided to revolt by dragging all their allies into the quagmire. I'm really struggling to make sense of the information, made worse with how outdated the textbooks are. Seriously, they're written so bad it ought to be a crime. It oozes pro-Gilded Age corporatism, the kind that genuinely believe that anything bigger than a gathering of 10 people is a form of unionism. With a sigh, I busy myself with taking notes for myself and Olivia. As I do, my eyes continue to wander the classroom. Everyone looks just as disinterested in the subject matter. I look over to Prockling, and she herself doesn't seem interested in the subject matter as well. In fact, she's just kind of staring off into space. It's highly unusual, considering how much emphasis she puts on proper class focus. Yep, there she is, spacing out like she's no better than the teenagers she teaches on the daily. I'm almost tempted to raise my hand and ask her a question, to snap her back to reality when the room's speaker comes to life. Reek! Would Incognito please report to the office? Incognito, please report to the office. Thank you. Reek! I look up to Miss Prockling. I got called, but she's still the arbiter of who leaves her class and when. She doesn't meet my eyes at all. If anything, it looks like she's actively trying to avoid eye contact. I pack my things and shuffle out of the classroom, all the while the stares and murmurs from the other students grow ever more intense. My mind immediately begins to wander. Why am I being summoned to the office? They sure are calling up a lot of people. Maybe it's related to 2 weeks ago. The only thing keeping me company on my march to the principal's office is the sound of rubber soles on tile. They must spend a fortune on polishing these floors. It's not long before I notice another pair of footsteps coming from somewhere ahead of me. I squint my eyes, quickly recognizing the figure that approaches. It's Ben. I guess the student council wrapped up their meeting, though there's no sign of Liz anywhere. As the parasaur makes his way closer, I notice he has a complicated expression on his face. Hey, Ben, what's going on? He flinches as I call his name and looks around like a lost child before he spots me. We make eye contact for a few seconds, but he doesn't say anything. Everything alright, dude? Suddenly, he turns away and continues down the hall. A sinking feeling takes hold of my chest. I almost try to speak up and stop him, but can't think of anything to say. I guess I better get going. Let me pour this into the other one, y'all. There we go. Now I have more water. After another minute of walking, I reach the door of the principal's office and find it wide open. Come in. I step into the office and close the door behind me, following the source of the deep voice. Oh, come in. I realize now that I've never seen the interior of the office before. It's fairly standard for an office. A long wooden desk, a filing cabinet, a few potted plants, and a couple of shelves for storing all sorts of things. However, on closer inspection, I notice things look a little more disheveled than I expected. Manila folders are strewn across the desk. One of the filing cabinet drawers hangs open, and the potted plants are either overwatered or wilting. Is this really Scalar's office? Mr. Nito? My attention is suddenly pulled away towards the hulking figure sitting behind the desk. I can only imagine what that office chair is going through right now. Sir, is everything alright? Have a seat, please. He motions to a small plastic chair on my side of the desk. How have you been, Inco? I oblige his request, taking a seat and trying to suppress my anxiety. I think I'm doing well. He nods to himself, holding his eyes closed. That's good to hear. The whale looks down at an open folder on his desk, taking a moment to look over some kind of document. I have news for you regarding your instructor for AP Art Design and Photography. You mean Mr. Iadakan? Yes, Mr. Iadakan. A fine teacher, if student surveys are anything to go by. He also spoke quite highly of you. Did you have a strong relationship with him? Yeah, I think so. Did something happen? My heart drops as Ferris's brow lowers ever so slightly. Suddenly, his tone completely shifts into more clinical. Over the last 2 years, Mr. Iadakan has been suffering from a rare form of chondrosarcoma that originated in his vertebrae. His tone is heavy. I don't quite know what ailment he just named, like he should spit on the doctors responsible for discovering it, but the practiced movements and worn-out features are undeniable. He's by no means a fragile man, but the tiredness he tries to hide is barely concealed. Every student he's broken the news to has taken something more from him. Tensing himself slightly to be as tactful as he can, the attempted reverence is lost as he recited scripted lines just a few too many times already. He can't muster much more than this flat citation. This analysis means nothing. I'm just distracting myself from the reality of the situation, as though prolonging a confirmation will keep it from happening. Mr. Ferris notices my subtle confusion and clarifies that he must have done a few dozen times already. Bone cancer. Mr. Iadakan was well advised by medical professionals about the treatment options available to him, and the district offered him a generous medical leave in recognition of his tenure here at St. Hammond. He turned both of these down. The cacophony of thought swirling in my head makes it nearly impossible to think, impossible to focus on anything. Right now, all I can do is revel in it. Alright, gotta pause it right there, y'all. Thank y'all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell, and check out our Patreon and YouTube memberships if you can. It always helps. And remember, y'all, you got people you love in your life. Love them. Love them, hold them close, and never let them go. Anyway, I love you all, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye!